What's good, YouTube? I'm a little late on posting this video. Got a late start today, but hey, crap happens. Like I said, I will be posting videos every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so I'm gonna try to stick to that. I'm wanting to start vlogging more, and doing reactions. But the hardest thing about that is my phone. I don't have like a computer to where I can to where y'all can see it. Say if I'm doing like a prank texting to people, or y'all can see it right there, or stuff like that. So it might take some time, maybe a few months or something, when I can afford to get a laptop. But I will start doing vlogs, just daily live stuff that we do, like appointments and stuff like that. I am on a few new medicines. Well, not a few. I'm on one new medicine, and I'm going to explain this into details. But first, I'm going to go get it. That way y'all can see what I'm talking about. Oh. Tart. A lot. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So y'all are going to have to bear with me on this one, because some of y'all are going to be like, oh, wow, okay, I don't understand that. And I don't fully understand it yet, but, you've got to do what the doctors think is best. And I'm going to try to see if I can find a way to prop this up a little bit better. Ah, there we go. Okay, so let's see if people can guess what this is. This thing is hard to open. Oh, not bad. There we go. Okay, let's see if I can guess what it is. I know y'all won't be able to see this unless y'all see the comment before. But that is right. I am on birth control. And people are going to be like, oh God, why is she on birth control? She has no female part. She had a hysterectomy. So let's get into that. Let's start that conversation. Okay, so I found me a new OBGYN and explained to him all my problems. Some of you might know and some of you might not. My OBGYN that I had been using retired in January, and it took me a little bit to find a new one, because some of the OBGYNs down here, after you've had a hysterectomy, they don't take you on. So yeah, that. Well, I found a new OBGYN, and he is actually an actual new OBGYN. And so I went and saw him, and I explained to him all of my stuff. How I still have a lot of pain, how I don't have much of a sex drive. Okay. Some of this is going to be TMI, so bear with me. If you are a kid on my channel, I am so sorry. So I explained to him everything, and he said he wanted to try something. He said he wanted to put me on birth control, and I was like, That was my reaction. If y'all didn't catch on to that. And he said, bear with me and I'm going to explain it to you. Okay, as everybody knows, when you have a hysterectomy, you no longer have hormones going through your body because, you know, your hormones are from your ovaries and you're no longer producing that. So you have to have hormone replacements. But in the past, the hormone replacements that I have taken have not worked. Estrogen, all kind of stuff. They've either made me really moody or really sick. So he said what he's going to do is they're going to try and trick my body. What they're going to do is I take all the birth control pills except for the last ones, the ones that you take when you're on your period. Obvious reasons why I don't take those. So I go back and see him in June to see how it's progressing and if it's helping with pain. I was on a different kind first, and it was making me sick, so I switched to this kind. So far, I haven't had any problems with this brand. I started taking them at nighttime. That way, if it did make me sick, I wouldn't know it. But I haven't been on birth control since I was 16. So 11 years. So I kind of forgot the side effects of birth control. Most of the side effects are okay, but the one side effect that I wish I didn't have is how much my boobs hurt, and not my actual boobs, like just my nipples. Like they're so sore. It's so frustrating. Like I cannot stand if someone touches it. Like my husband, I cannot stand. I'm like, no, babe, no. But that's really the only side effect I've had. So I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I mean, it could be worse. I do get a little bloated here and there, but not bad. And I don't know if it's gonna make me gain weight. But I mean, I'm not really. See, I'm a little bloated. I mean, I'm not really fat, so just a little bloated. But I weigh 112, so even if it makes me gain a little bit of weight, that's really no big deal. But someone told me that it could make my boobs grow, which I don't mind. But my only problem is one of mine is a lot smaller than the other. Once again, TMI. One of them is a good B, and the other one is like let's see, I'd be like a high A or like a really low B. So I'm worried, like, if they do grow, like, it's gonna grow even more. Like, this one's gonna grow even more, and this one's still gonna not catch up. People are like, why don't you have a boob job? I don't really want a boob job, and if I do, I don't want to, like, make my boobs big. Me and Nick have talked about me doing a boob job, but just getting them evened, like getting this one the same size as this one, just making them even in that. But right now it's not really a big deal. Boob jobs just cost too much money, and all of that. And I mean, most people can't notice it when I'm wearing a shirt. The only time you can really notice it is when I have a bathing suit, which that is frustrating in itself. So I always have to get the ones that have padding, but that's okay. And anyways, I'm ranting. But the big deal is, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna have surgery again, and then it's gonna be really rough 6 months, because after they go in and burn off the endometriosis, I can't take hormones for 6 months. And the reason for that being is so that the endometriosis can die out. Because if I take hormones again, the thing that keeps endometriosis going is your hormones. If you have hormones, then it keeps the endometriosis growing. And everybody's like, well, why don't you just not take hormones? The problem with that is, if I don't, I will go into menopause, and I don't want that. I'm 27, but we're hoping that this will work. It won't get rid of the endometriosis, but it'll kind of put it at bay. So we're hoping for that, but the hardest thing is, you never know. It could be going great, and then all of a sudden, don't quite what that has going, like that, it flips. You can be doing great, and then the next thing you know, it goes bad. Other problems I have been having is, let's see, was it Saturday? Saturday, I had, people know that I have anxiety and heart problems. I don't know what happened, but Saturday night, I was laying in bed, and the next thing I know, my heart starts pounding out of nowhere, like really, really bad, like the worst it's ever been. So I have a heart monitor on my phone. It comes with it, and so when I feel my heart rate like that, I check it, and it was 150. I had set up not thinking, and I passed out and fell off the bed. Now, given Christian has seen me his whole life be sick, and it scared him, and I hate that. I hate seeing my son scared, and I hate seeing him cry, because he's, oh God. Because he's worried about his mom, and he shouldn't have to be. He's only 8. He shouldn't have to be scared. About 10 minutes later, my husband helped me up to the bed so I could lay down. I took my Klonopins, and I got to where I couldn't breathe. I was having a hard time breathing. So, Christian has asthma, so I used his inhaler to help with my breathing and try to get it under control. And everybody's like, well, why didn't you go to the hospital? Y'all were gonna ask, why didn't I go to the hospital? And the reason being is, they always just do the same thing. They give me medicine to help the heart rate go down, and then they just send me home. So I didn't want to have to go sit at the hospital for 5 hours, unless I absolutely needed to. So when I have these attacks, my body kind of shuts down. It kind of goes numb, and that is a normal reaction. People might not know what that is. That is a normal reaction for your body to go numb and shut down. It's your body's way of protecting your organs. So I just laid there and just gave the Klonopins time to kick in. And I said, if the Klonopins don't work and the heart rate doesn't go down, then I'll go to the hospital. About 2 hours later, I was fine. It's scary when it happens, because you never know with stuff like this. You never know. What could happen, and it scares me because my son is worried about losing his mom. My husband is worried about losing his wife. I've struggled so much my whole life. I've always had to fight. And I want to break. I want to wake up and know that everything's going to be okay. I've been through so much. And sometimes it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when you've been through so much. I've got knocked down so many times, and I keep getting back up. But with this illness, with my depression and my anxiety and my heart problems, they're unpredictable. The enemy justice is predictable. I know what to expect. But the other, I don't. With the depression, I know what to expect. With the anxiety, I know what to expect. But with the heart problem, I don't. Something could happen. And when something like that happens, when I have an episode that bad, I am terrified to go to sleep. Because I'm terrified I won't wake up. And one of my sons wakes up to that. Or my husband. How would they cope? How? So I just pray to God. To just to keep me safe and to let me make it through the night. Do not make my son have to lose his mom, or my husband lose his wife, or my stepdaughters lose their stepmom. My family is everything to me, and I will fight with every last breath I have to beat any of this and not let it control me. If you're going through a problem, mentally or physically, fight. Don't give up. Don't let it win. If you're going through abuse and you're scared, don't be. Because there are people that can help you. There's the abuse hotline. There are abuse women's shelters. You can get away. Don't let the fear of what they say to you mess with you. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're independent. And you don't need them. If you are a kid or a teenager and you've been through sexual abuse, whether it be from a family member, a friend, or someone you don't even know, if it's from a party, don't be ashamed to come forward. Whether you were drinking or not, no means no. Simple as that. Don't be ashamed. Don't worry about what other people think. Because coming forward means that you could save another girl from going through what you went through. Because let me tell you, somebody that does that, they don't stop at one. They keep going. And some of them escalate to killing. So fight. And get justice. If you're going through depression, suicide attempts, or anything like that, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to believe it. You have to believe that you're worth it. And you are. You are worth it. No matter what. So fight. And get help. You can't do it alone. You need help. Whether it's from family, a therapist, or a doctor. When you're at the lowest point, remember, asking for help is not a sign of weaknesses. It's a sign of strength. Take it from me. I thought asking for help was a sign of weakness. Was a sign of I couldn't do it by myself. But asking for help was the best thing I could have done. It saved me from killing myself. And that's all I'm gonna say. And if you're going through something, comment on my video. Reach out. And I'll be there for you to talk to. So I hope everybody's having a good day. And I'll see y'all Sunday.